and welcome to episode number 34 of Minnows to Kings here in San Marino with S.S. Cosmos, where today we are going to be taking on AEK Athens in our UEFA Europa Conference League group stage. If we just have a quick look at the group, you can see that we're currently sat on third. It's a very close group. AEK of course are heavy favourites for this game. A couple of league games to talk about since you were last with us. We'll quickly go through the highlights for them. And we began with a 4-0 win over Trey Penny. Adam Weir with getting his head on the ball from the corner. Great ball in by Tenazzi. Another penalty for Kevin Rossi. We've had a few penalties against given in our favour this season. Tenazzi again was smart down at work down the left. Finds Adam Weir, heads it, puts it across, and it's headed by Vanucci. I believe the keeper saved it, and Di Cristofaro there is there to tap in the rebound, and then Kevin Rossi with his second penalty of the game. You can see it's another game which we absolutely dominated. I'm very pleased with how the boys are playing this season. We are rotating the squad as much as possible. We then most recently took on Penarosa, who were lying in second. Just the 1-0 win this time. It was an absolutely outstanding free kick from Kevin Rossi. You can see that the Penarosa were never in the game. We absolutely hammered their goal. Tenazzi picking up the man of the match. Castagnoli in goal for them, had an excellent game. And if we just have a quick look at the league table, that leaves us comfortably at the top. We've got a 3-point gap already over Penarosa, 18 goals scored. You can see Kevin Rossi is the top goal scorer, Tenazzi in there as the highest average rating, and Cappiello with the most assists. 4 clean sheets in a row, not in a row, sorry, beg your pardon. We have conceded that one goal, haven't we? But 4 clean sheets already this season for Tyler Evans. We're going to get into today's game against AEK Athens though. We've got a couple of people back from injury. We've got Caradonna who is back. Diarra also has come back, but he's picked up another little knock since. Tenazzi also picked up a knock in the last game, so he makes the bench for this game. But the squad that we're going to go with Evans in goal, a back three of Bran, Fontana and Feltrin. Feltrin hasn't really impressed me so far this season. His average ratings, it's a 7 in the San Marino league, but you know, it's a league that we dominate. But right fullback we're going to go Caradonna. He's not actually match fit, so we may be one of those players we look to bring off at half time. We've got Rivelli on the bench, who's as you can see has been playing very well. But we're going to go with Tanzi at left back, and Weir as the box to box, Orselli as the mezzala. And then a familiar front three. I have been playing these two the other way around and they've not really impressed me. You can see here Di Castrofaro has got 4 goals in 15 appearances but only on a 6.86 average rating. If we just have a quick look at the goals through the squad, you can see Kevin Rossi's clearly out in front with 14, and then it's Manusco Catronella on 8. They have spread the goals out quite a lot throughout the team. But the two centre forwards, especially Di Cristofaro, you'd expect to have more than 4 goals. So I have swapped them back around. But we're going to get into today's game against AEK Athens. It's going to be another one of these very difficult European games for us. We are the home team though, which should give us an advantage. I believe it is a sellout again at the San Marino National Stadium, which of course is in Serravalle, which is where we are based. So it's just like a home game, just in a little bit of a bigger stadium. You can see the place is absolutely bouncing. We've had a couple of our San Marino players pick up some international caps as well since you were last with us. San Marino actually won a game as well, unbelievably. They won 3-0. They beat, I believe, Liechtenstein 3-0. Brizzi played in the centre of defence for that game. But we do have an early highlight, which Bran that cuts out the long ball forward from AEK. But they are now striding forward, but Evans comes out and claims that one. Casually passes out to Bran. It's now back with Evans, who finds Feltrin, to Adam Weir, Tanzi, Rossi. We're building from the back here. Di Castrofoni goes for the long range effort. It's a good save by the keeper, and he manages to get the rebound, but it has gone out for a corner. Can we capitalise on this now? I believe it's going to be Kevin Rossi to take. He's going to look for that head of Adam Weir. He finds it, but Adam Weir with a poor header there. He's got excellent jumper reach, the 6'4" central midfielder, but his heading's not the greatest. We now have Koopman for them. It's Restos. Michaelis goes all the way back to the goalkeeper, Stankovic. Alright, plays it long, looking to pick out his player. It's now Koopman with the ball, slides it forward to Gianakopoulos. I love Greek names, they're great. Gianakopoulos, I believe it was, but we do manage to actually scramble the ball away. It's now with Michaelis, with Leo Sena. I'm not going to try and say his name again. It's now the Italian cuisine, out to Michelin for the tyre. We got some Italian cuisine passing to some tyres here, but it's Garcia through now, and Evans pulls off a great save there. And we've had a lot of action inside the first 10 minutes here, but it is going to be a corner to AEK. It's going to be taken by Mizdian. He looks for that far post and it's headed away comfortably by Caradona. Great header away, and now it's Ganolopoulos. It's funny. My pronunciation of these foreign names is absolutely shocking. I really apologise to anybody who is from these countries for butchering these names. When they're on the screen, you literally get, you know, like 3 seconds to try and read them, and it's apologies. But now, can we count it? It's Rossi. He's through. He's past the final defender. Can he find the net? He can't. It's another good save from Stankovic. Rossi really should be looking to score there, but Rossi is going to take the resulting corner. He's going to try and pick out Adam Weir again, which he does. Adam Weir, he's getting closer. He's getting closer. Just needs to keep that header down a little bit. And 10 minutes gone, and we're finally through all of those early highlights. That was a frantic start to the game. I believe the other game is still goalless also. We do have another highlight now with Lasagna. It's Garcia striding forward down the right hand side. Can Tanzi get back? Was that an own goal? I believe that was an own goal by Caradona. It was Lorenzo Caradona with the own goal there. It was a great ball in by Garcia. In between, it's in that channel of uncertainty between the defender and the goalkeepers there. And Caradona, I think there's not really a lot more he could have done, to be fair. But we do find ourselves now 1-0 down. I believe it is still goalless in the other game. Hopefully that one stays as a draw. That still gives us a chance if we can get something against Bodo Glimt and Sheriff again in the second time we play them. We could actually have an excellent chance of qualifying here, which would be fantastic. AEK sort of in control of the game now. We haven't really had anything going forward since those early chances, which we should have put away. But it's Galanopoulos to Restos. Mizdian finds it's a poor pass forward by the AEK man there, and Brown plays it back to Evans, who gives the ball straight back to them. Had a lot more time than that. Now it's Koopman coming forward. Evans, the distribution there, mate, was absolutely shocking. Something to improve on. Goalkeeper is one of the positions that I am looking to improve. Try and bring somebody in January if we can. But Fontana, you didn't need to head that, mate. You could have just controlled that. And now you've set AEK away again. It's a poor effort though by Mizdian. But that seems to be our downfall in Europe. The long balls over the top, our defenders either get caught underneath them, don't win the header, or when they do get the header, they've got loads and loads of time, but they just head it straight to an opposition player. And we're constantly on the back foot because of that. Can we get ourselves back into this one though? It's now Weir. He feeds Di Cristofaro to Catronella. It's now looking forward to Orselli, but the defender Restos is there to cut it out. And their goalkeeper picks out their man. Now it's Garcia coming down the right again. It's Galanopoulos through, and he's put it over the bar. Evans came rushing out there. I believe he put him off enough for him to put that one over the bar. We're not out of this though. We're not out of this. It's half time and it's only 1-0 to AEK. It's only 1-0. If we had a little bit more composure in front of goal, Kevin Rossi and I believe it was Minusco Catronella were both through one-on-one with the goalkeepers. A little bit more composure and we could find ourselves ahead in this game. As it is though, it's 1-0 to AEK. It's still a very, very good performance by us. We do pick the ball off there with Rossi, and now Minusco Catronella feeds Di Cristofaro. He chips it over the keeper. It's an absolutely fantastic finish by Davide there. and he does get us back into the game 5 minutes after half time. Excellent play, great ball by Rossi. Manusco Catronella with the ball over the top, no question of offside. Di Cristofaro with just a little cheeky chip over the keeper, just inside the post. And it's 1-1, and it's absolutely fantastic. That should put us back to second in the group, maybe. When it updates, it does put us back to second in the group. I'm not sure this is what the tiebreaker is here, because we obviously drew with Bodo Glimt, so it's not going to be a case of results against, because the result against is equal for both of us. We do let AEK straight back into the game though with Virgil Mizidyan. We do all this hard work, we get ourselves back into the game, and then we just concede a silly goal. Restos with Koopman, we've got Michelin out on the right with loads of space. Again, it's that ball in between the defenders and the goalkeeper, and Mizidyan is just a tap-in for him. All that hard work, and we throw it away. I'm going to bring Caradonna off though. Our medical team did recommend only 45 minutes for him. We've passed that. We're going to bring Ravelli on. Tanzi's not having the best of game. Tanazzi, we're going to do it. He's not quite fully fit, but we're going to bring him on. We're going to bring him on. Tanzi wasn't having the best of games. Adam Weir, he always has that unhappy face on him. I don't know what's the matter with him. You know, you're playing in Europe, mate. You're 18-year-old Scot playing in Europe. As now Mizidyan grabs his second goal of the game, and it's now 3-1 to AEK. We knew this was going to be a difficult tie for us. It's from our throw-in. We just throw it straight to them. Koopman pinches the ball. It's Lasagna who finds Restos. Restos with the ball over the top, and it's Mizidyan there with the goal. Maybe we should play a little bit more defensively in these sort of games, but it's not something I like to do. I don't like to tinker too much. I've got a tactic here that works. It's literally just down to the quality of the players that we've got. Let's not let them get a fourth goal here. It's Michelin to Garcia, who misses the target there, thankfully for us. I'm gonna give them a little shout. I'm gonna demand more from them. We're not having the best of performances. Our key players just don't really get into these big games, and it's unfortunate. Feltrin's having another poor game at centre half. He's not really shone yet. Sometimes it takes some of these players a couple of months to settle in. We saw it last season with the Manusco Catronella. He really didn't impress me in San Marino, never mind anywhere else. And I brought him in after Christmas, and he just lit the league up with his goals. Great save there by Tyler Evans to deny Mizidyan his hat-trick. They do have a corner though, AEK Athens. Let's hope we can defend it well. We can't. But the head is wide from Mitrovic there. It does look like we are going to lose this game. Bodo Glimt and Sheriff are still drawing, which is good. It leaves us in with still an excellent chance if we can get something out of those two games. AEK now 4 points clear at the top of the league. I think that's going to be the end of the game. It is. It's a disappointing defeat. We gave a good account of ourselves there though. We were never ever expected to win. But yes, 0-0 between Bodo and Sheriff, which is brilliant. I believe our next game is in fact in Europe. It's going to be AEK again, I believe it is. We've got a few league games in between. We go away to Greece. Again, it's going to be a very, very difficult game, but we'll do everything that we can. That's the first time we've lost in normal time of a game for quite some time now. I believe it's into the 40s. This was on penalties. This doesn't really count. But yeah, that disappointing, but we gave a very good account of ourselves. That is going to be the end of today's episode though. Next episode will be the return game against AEK. As always guys, thank you very much for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe if you like what you've seen. Any comments, greatly appreciated, and I will catch you all next time.
I don't really know what comes next, I'm just doing my best.